Alright, we're back. I'll go with the Civil War for 100, please.
$100. The answer is...
On March 8, 1862, this Confederate ship came into Hampton Roads Harbor and destroyed 2 Union ships.
Contestant number 2.
The Merrimack.
Yes, that's correct. For $400.
This tidal body of water was formed by the tears of Odette's mother. Swan Lake. Oh, okay.
For $500. Here is the clue.
Gloucester's son Edgar, disguised as a madman, meets this king on the stormy heath.
Contestant number 2. Good job. For $200.
This Voltaire hero falls in love with Cunegonde, a baron's daughter,
Contestant number 1.
who is Candide.
Yes, that's correct. For $300.
By the end of this Eric Maria Remarque novel, Muller, Cat, and Pollard are all killed in World War I.
Contestant number 1.
What is All Quiet on the Western Front?
Yes. For $400.
This author of The Jungle wrote 11 novels about a heroic art dealer named Lanny Budd,
Contestant
who was
number
Upton
1.
Sinclair.
Yes, select. For $300.
The ballet initials RBME was named for 4 dancers in this country's Stuttgart Ballet.
Contestant number 1.
What is Germany?
Yes, that's correct. For $500. Here is the clue.
He was born in Marseille, but Marius Petipa is considered the father of this country's classical ballet. Russia. Oh, okay.
For $100.
In 1985, this company introduced the world's largest television, the 80 by 150 foot Jumbotron.
Contestant number 2.
Sony.
Yes, that's correct. $400.
In 1923, while a senator for the Irish Free State, he won a Nobel Prize for his poetry.
Contestant number 2.
William Butler Yeats.
Yes. Select again. For $500. The answer is...
A Chinese proverb states, "The nights are for these and the days are for fulfilling them."
Contestant number 3.
Dreams.
Correct.
Well, I am in the lead with $2,500, so that's not bad.
In Double Jeopardy, there are 2 daily doubles somewhere on the board in these categories.
1990. The movies. Lines from Longfellow. Jacques Cousteau. Pirates, and finally, Gee whiz. That's the letter G in quotation marks.
Contestant number 3. For $200.
In an 1842 poem, he wrote, "Into each life some of this must fall."
Contestant number 2. You'll have 60 seconds to provide your response.
Rain.
Yes, that's correct. It's a daily double. How much would you like to bet?
"45 years after its occupation of this country ended, Japan officially apologized to its people." Korea.
Yes. Select again. For $400.
He tried to introduce third world countries to violate a trade embargo against Iraq by offering free oil. Saddam Hussein.
For $400.
Title event described in the poem with the line, "One if by land and two if by sea."
Contestant number 3.
Paul Revere's Ride.
Right. For $1,000.
This British pirate was knighted in 1674 and became Lieutenant Governor of Jamaica.
Contestant number 3.
Sir Henry Morgan.
Yes. Select again. For $200, here is the clue.
The Scottish city is the home of the University of Strathclyde.
Contestant number 1.
What is Glasgow?
Yes, that's correct. For $400.
The first word in the Star Spangled Banner that starts with G.
Contestant number 1.
What is gleaming?
Good job. For $600.
Emperor Trajan sent 10,000 of these professional combatants into the arena during one 4-month period.
Contestant number 1.
What are gladiators?
Yes, that's correct. For $800.
The name of this small fish sounds like a big Mongolian desert.
Contestant number 1.
What is a guppy? Oh,
Sorry, incorrect. Contestant number 2.
a goby. Oh.
Right. It's a daily double. How much would you like to bet?
This German opera composer's Iphigenia in Tours premiered in 1779, and it's Christopher Willibald Gluck.
Yes. Select.
Christoph Willibald Gluck.
For $800.
Within 2 months of each other, these three Baltic republics declared their independence from the USSR.
Contestant number 1.
What are Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania?
Yes, that's correct. For $200.
In January, after nearly 8 months, China's government ended martial law in this city.
Contestant number 1.
What is Shanghai?
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else?
Beijing, the other one.
For $1,000.
In March, Bob Hawke won a 4th term as Prime Minister of this country.
Contestant number 2.
Australia.
Yes, that's correct. For $200, here is the clue.
There was little evidence that pirate victims were made to walk this. They were just thrown overboard. What is the plank?
Contestant number 1. Yes. For $400.
This cheerful term for the pirate flag was first used during the 1700s.
Contestant number 1.
What's the Jolly Roger?
Yes. Select again. For $600.
The only recovered treasure of this pirate was found on Gardiner's Island in 1699.
Contestant number 2.
Captain Kidd.
Yes, that's correct. For $600.
Longfellow's song about this person is set by the shining big sea water.
Contestant number 1.
Who's Hiawatha?
Correct. For $800.
They speak each other in passing, only a signal shown and a distant voice in the darkness. Ships that pass in the night.
For $1,000.
His brow is wet with honest sweat. He earns whatever he can. The village blacksmith. Alright.
For $800.
This pirate and his brother Pierre established a blacksmith shop in New Orleans about 1600.
Contestant number 2.
Jean Lafitte, yeah.
Yes. For $200. Answer.
Warren Beatty co-wrote the screenplay for this 1975 film in which he played a hairdresser.
Contestant number 1.
What is shampoo?
Yes, that's correct.
The movie's for 400, please.
For $400. Here is the clue.
This Which Raging Bull director served as montage supervisor on 1972's Elvis on Tour?
Contestant number 1.
Who is Martin Scorsese?
Sorry.
Oh, I misspelled his last name.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I misspelled his last name. Alright.
For $600, the answer is...
Julie Walters received an Oscar nomination for playing the title role in this 1983 British film. Educating Rita. Alright.
For $800...
The Sistine Chapel was recreated in a Rome studio for this 1965 bio of Michelangelo.
Contestant number 2.
The Agony and the Ecstasy.
Yes, that's correct. For $1,000. Answer?
It's Stevie Wonder's Oscar-winning song from The Woman in Red.
Contestant number 1.
What is You Are the Sunshine of My Life? No.
Sorry, incorrect. Anyone else? Contestant number 2.
I just called to say I love you. Oh, okay, the other one.
Yes. Select again. For $200. The answer there is...
Cousteau's middle name. It's actually part of his hyphenated first name.
Contestant number 2.
Eves.
Correct. For $400. The answer there is...
His film The Silent World won the grand prize at this French film festival in 1956. What is
Contestant number
Cannes?
1. Yes, that's correct. For $600, here is the clue.
For his work with this World War II group known as Mekas, Cousteau got the Croix de Guerre, the gear with Palm. The Resistance.
For $800.
In 1957, he was named the director of this Mediterranean Principalities Musée Oceanographique.
Contestant number 1.
What is Monaco?
Yes. Select. For $1,000. Here is the clue.
Long before marrying Candice Bergen, this film director worked as a cinematographer for Cousteau.
Contestant number 3.
Louis Malle.
Yes. We're back for Final Jeopardy. And the Final Jeopardy category for today is
Women authors.
contestant number 1. Contestant number 1, what would you like to wager? The Final Jeopardy clue is
In 1901, she became what has become.
provide your
She
response.
published what has become the best-selling children's book of all time. That's just my guess.
Contestant number 2. Contestant number 2, how much would you like to bet? The Final Jeopardy clue is you'll have 60 seconds to provide your response. Good luck.
Oh! She doesn't know, so if I get it right,
Contestant
I
number
win.
3. Contestant number 3, what would you like to wager? The Final Jeopardy clue is you'll have 60 seconds to provide your response. Good luck.
She doesn't know either. Well, let's see if I got it right.
Contestant number 3, your Final Jeopardy response was, "Ooh, I'm sorry, that's wrong."
That is wrong.
And your Final Jeopardy wager was, your total,
You drop all the way down to 720.
contestant number 1. Let's see what your response was. Right.
Yes! So I win Ben $9,400.
And your Final Jeopardy wager was, your total, contestant number 2, your Final Jeopardy response was, no, I'm afraid that is not correct.
So I've won Ben $9,400.
And your Final Jeopardy wager was, your total, contestant number 1, you are now the reigning Jeopardy champion. Congratulations.
I don't know how I did it, but I did it.